Taxes for Amazon sellers made simple. Keep more of your profits. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group. Let's dive in. Now, for your short answer, my recommendation is to use a professional service like taxjar.com to make sure you're compliant. So if you go to TaxJar, they literally walk you through step by step. They connect to your Amazon Seller Central account, pull all of your reports for you, and then you scroll down all the way to the bottom and click file a return, and it'll file a return for you. So it's like one of the best services to use for taxes. I'm not affiliated with them, but after all my research as an Amazon consultant, they are the best. They also have auto file service, but I highly recommend doing this. If you wanted to do it yourself, you could also go into your Amazon Seller Central account. You're gonna go to Reports and then Tax Document Library, and then you're gonna download your 199K report. If you don't have a 199K report, you can just do an annual or last year. So if it's 2025 and you're filing taxes for 2024, download that, and then you can file that with the IRS. So that way you can do that. You can use TurboTax or any other tax service. You just really need the 199K. But that's the short answer. I can give you some longer answers too. So step number one is to understand your tax obligations as a seller. As an Amazon seller, you have two primary tax responsibilities. Number one is income tax. So you must report your net income. That's your total sales revenue minus business expenses. And number two is your sales tax. You may need to handle sales tax depending on where your inventory is stored and sold. In many cases, Amazon collects and remits sales tax for you, but you just want to triple check, right? So you can see the tax, you can get the sales tax report. You can just download this and get access to that so you can understand everything here. Usually everything's in your 199K. You can also go into all these areas as well. Step number two is to determine your business structure. Are you a sole proprietorship? Are you an LLC, partnership, or corporation? So pretty much you need to figure that out. If you're the only person in your company, you can do a Schedule C, which is a Form 140. So a Schedule C Form 140. If you want to file as a business, you'll need additional forms like a Form 1065 if you're in a partnership, or Form 1120. I recommend if you're a sole proprietorship, you could do it yourself. If you're an actual LLC, partnership, or corporation with another partner, maybe you should be using an accountant. Number three is to download the necessary documents. Honestly, the only document you really need is that 199K, and the other documents you need is your expenses. So how much money, Amazon doesn't have your expenses, how much you bought your products for and stuff like that, or if you spent money on a printer, but you want to write off as many taxes as possible, and that's when you get your expenses. So have like a little spreadsheet of all of your expenses, like if you spent money on purchasing goods from China, if you bought printer paper, things like that. So that way you can get your net income down as low as possible. The more expenses you have, the less taxes you have to pay. And number four, once you have those expenses, you got your 199K, it's gonna tell you this is how much money you made, this is all your expenses, and all you have to do is subtract your how much money you made, which is your gross income, by your business expenses, and then you can have your net income. And that's what you're gonna be reporting as well. And you're gonna put all that in your tax form. They're gonna ask what's all your expenses, pretty much and then they're gonna ask what's your gross income, and then it's gonna figure out your net income, and then you're gonna be taxed on your net income. Remember that your tax deadline is usually April 15th, so just make sure you do file taxes before then. You can file an extension if you need more time, but that's something that an accountant would do. So what I would do right now is look at TaxJar, right, and see if it's for you. You can download it and then try to see how it works, right? And if that is just too complicated, then it's time to use an accountant. All the accountant's going to ask is your 199K form, and they're going to ask for your business expenses. You can just write that all out. Well, then 199K form's right here. And then your expenses, you can just write it out on a Google spreadsheet, right? You can be like, oh, printer, this, that. You can write it all out, and then your accountant will help identify those and then help you file your tax return. Your accountant should be in person, in my professional opinion, so somebody that you trust, Meet with them, make sure they have good Google reviews, and then utilize them to file your taxes. But that's it for today's video. Comment below if you're going to use TaxJar, an accountant, or if you're going to do it yourself. If you learned something new, drop a like, and if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend you subscribe to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need any help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link is right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, our #1 service is our full A to Z Amazon account management service. This is where we'll fully manage your inventory, calling Amazon, customer service, advertising, increasing sales, and much, much more. The benefit of the service is so you can spend time working on your business instead of in your business every day, like calling Amazon for hours on end. Let us help you save time, money, and increase your sales with ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.